Here's exactly how your aesthetics practice is going to stay competitive in the next 18 months with AI being on the rise and every other aesthetic practice just copying and pasting each other. But first, I really need you to listen and understand the words that are about to come out of my mouth. So let me hold your hand when I say this. Patients are no longer booking off skill alone. They're no longer booking the provider that has the prettiest before and after photos. They're no longer booking the provider who runs the biggest filler special. Patients are becoming smarter, more intentional, my favorite word, more selective with their buying decision. And guess what? Another thing that I love, their buying decision is more emotionally led. This means they're not buying off logic alone. They're buying because they feel something, and people will always remember how you made them feel. So here are 7 things that you guys can implement. Remember, action takers are money makers, and the gold is in the implementation, not the information. So I'm going to give you guys 7 things that you can implement in your marketing strategy. Take these with you and actually do them. Okay. Don't just show up because you just like to, I don't know, look at my face, or maybe you'd want to know what I'm wearing this week. Who knows? I want you guys to come here and get information that you can take away that is going to help you be one step closer to building an aesthetics practice that you cannot stop talking about. So, what if I told you that patients are not booking with you because you're not memorable? Or what if I told you that it's not your pricing, but it's your positioning? What if I told you that there are hidden signals in your marketing that could be the very reason why you're attracting price shoppers? Well, if all of this sounds like conversations that you want to have, then HVP is where you want to be. High Value Providers is my newest membership community where we talk all things patient attraction, buyer psychology, and how you could be attracting price shoppers and you don't even know it. Anyways, to get inside the room, all you got to do is use the link in the description box below, and I'll see you inside. Track your marketing like a business owner and not a guessing game. And this is one of the more costly mistakes that I see so many practices do. You guys are investing in paid ads, you have a social media manager, you're doing all the things, but you're not tracking where any of it is coming from. And what is not tracked cannot be improved. What is not measured cannot be refined. You have to know your numbers. You need to know where most of your call volume is coming from. And that's why we use tools like CallRail. I love CallRail because it's a call tracking tool that does so many other amazing things. And this way we can literally track every single thing coming in and going out for our clients. And I'm going to give you guys an example of how I love and use CallRail. So let's say, for example, we onboard an account and we know that we're constantly sending leads, but then we just so happen to listen to one of the phone calls, and these phone calls never seem to amaze me. Maybe you had a rude front desk staff, or maybe you had a front desk staff that was trying to diagnose the patient over the phone. The patient just got all flustered. There are so many things that happen in between when the patient discovers you and when they actually book. And that's why you need lead management, which we'll talk about that later. But tracking your marketing and making sure things are actually working, that you're actually getting a return on your investment. Are all of your forms and phone calls coming in from Instagram, or are they coming in from Google My Business profile, or are they coming in because you just have a great email marketing strategy? You need to know what's working, what's not working. And if you have no tracking system in place, then y'all, this is the quickest way to burn through marketing dollars. And also let me say this. Wait, actually, hold on. No, we'll talk about that later. Editing Cherie here. I left this part out and it's very important. So if you don't have a current tracking system set up and you haven't invested in tools like CallRail or something very similar, an easy way to get started with tracking your marketing efforts is to ask patients, how did you find out about us? This is a non-negotiable. How did you find out about us? If this is something that your front desk asks, make sure in your booking system it's a required field. So whether you use Jane, Aesthetic Record, Boulevard, whatever, just make sure the section where it says, "How did you find out about us?" is a required field. Or if your patients fill their new patient and takes out on their own, then make sure it's a required field. This is a great way to start tracking your marketing efforts if you're not able to invest into tracking tools. Use AI tools without losing the human touch. Like I said, I love CallRail because it has the voice AI assistant. It's not there to replace your receptionist, which is why I love this tool and I will continue to back them up. It's not there to replace your receptionist. Nothing should replace your receptionist. Let me make that clear. Back to what I was saying in the beginning of this video, patients are buying based off emotion. They need to feel something. And if there's no empathy, if there's no customer service, if there's no compassion, which AI lacks all, you're going to lose the patient. Bottom line. One of my superpowers, I will call, when I worked for plastic surgeons, oral surgeons, was my customer service. I would get a patient to do anything because I was just that nice. I would always remember little tidbits about them when they tell me, when they come in for the consult, and now I'm trying to get them to book. Maybe this particular patient went to Italy and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to book my chemical peel right now because I'm going to be out in the sun in Italy." You better believe when she gets back, I'm going to call her. And I'm not just calling her to book the appointment. I'm literally calling her to find out how was her Italy trip. When are you going back to Italy? Can I go with you? Customer service, it goes a long way. And if you implement all of these AI tools in your business, like as far as these marketing gurus, and they get online and they talk about all their flashy tools that's going to help you get 10 patients in 10 minutes and all the jargon that they put out there, you have to have discernment as a business owner. And you really just have to know that I don't need that. Or if you do need that, you need to use it in the right manner. Don't just totally strip away your receptionist. Don't totally strip away the human connection. If you want to use AI, you have a person use AI for you. But if you just totally let AI take over your practice, then you clearly missed the plot. And you don't understand that customer service, empathy, compassion, all of those, they drive buying decisions. So do not take those out of your marketing, please. I know we love AI. I use it. I love it. I'm a big cheerleader of AI, but I am not a big cheerleader of replacing your receptionist, replacing the customer service. No. If you use tools like CallRail voice assistant, use it when your front desk goes on lunch, or use it when they're on the phone with another patient and they just can't click over. Use it after hours, but just to let that be the first point of contact, absolutely not. Okay. Number 3, invest in lead management, not just marketing. Now, I want to explain the difference between marketing and sales. And this is why a lot of you get very disappointed and you start talking down on your marketing company and you say that it's not working. And really, it's not that it's not working. It's that you just have false expectations around how it should work. Marketing is simply to keep your practice top of mind. So when patients are ready to book, they think of you first. Marketing helps you stay relevant. Marketing helps you stay fresh. It helps you stay in the know. It helps you bridge the gap between strangers who do not know you and them actually finding out if you are the provider for them. That is what marketing does. But sales is the one that gets them on your schedule. And in most cases, you guys hire a marketing company. And marketing companies, they do what they're supposed to do. They create content for you. They help you stay visible. They help you increase your search capabilities. So when clients go on Google and they type in, or not just Google, but when they go to ChatGPT or whatever, and they type in terms and phrases, the goal of marketing is to help you come up in them. But now sales is different. Sales gets them on the schedule. Sales gets them in the office. And in most cases, your sales team is your front desk staff. And this is why this is a hill that I will always stand on. Every practice needs to have someone in charge of lead management, because marketing is going to get them on the phone. Marketing is going to have them go on the website and fill out a form, but your sales team is going to get them off of that form, off of that phone call, to book a consultation. And so many people miss lead management. You like, oh, I'm paying $10,000 in a marketing company, but then there's no lead management. You're paying $10,000 in marketing, you're paying $10,000 in ads, but then there's nobody there to answer the phone. Hello. Lead management is something that we offer to select clients, certain clients. We have to see that there's a need for it. And then if we feel there's a need for it, then we will implement it. And the reason why I love lead management so much is because the client is already interested. You know the client is interested. Now we just need to get them on the schedule. Now we need to call them. We need to snooze them. We need to nurture them. And we need to get them on the schedule, because we can't always just think that because they saw our social media post that went viral, that they're going to go directly to the website and book. In a perfect world, that would be excellent. But no, it doesn't work like that, y'all. So don't just look at marketing as just the flashy, shiny things that it can kind of portray on the outside. Look at marketing as, okay, marketing gets the clients interested, but then sales is what gets them on the schedule. And then I'll be honest, y'all, that's two different price points, because it's two different skill sets. Now, the reason why I can offer lead management is because I know what it's like to be in an office. I know how to have conversations with clients. I know how to get them on the schedule. I know how to nurture. I know how to sell. I know how to talk about your treatments and services without giving away too much information. But everybody doesn't have that superpower. So what I want you to take away from this is, don't just invest in marketing alone. Make sure there's some sort of lead management in place. Get back into the local community, y'all. And if I didn't already say this, there is a blog post, an article that goes with the topic of today's YouTube video. So if you prefer to read, make sure you go check that out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Get back into the local community. So if you guys have been following me, you can see that I recently, I'm everywhere now. You probably feel like I'm everywhere, because that's how I feel. And I recently joined an ambassador program here in my hometown, Savannah, Georgia, and it's called Live Like Locals. Now, I joined this ambassador group for so many different reasons. One, because I just needed to get back out in the community. When I first quit my full-time job back in 2021, I thought I wanted to be in an office setting in my home working off my computer. And I quickly realized that's not what I want to do. I need to be out in the community. I need to talk to people. I need companionship. I need just people in my circle, somebody to listen to me, and I want to listen to somebody. So I realized very quickly that I need to get out in the local community, and I have been, and I've been seeing great reward from being in the local community. Now, what does that look like for you as an aesthetic practice owner? Go to networking events, get on Facebook and find out what's going on in your city and state this week, and go and take business cards, have your elevator speech, identify women who have acne, oily skin, maybe their breast sag, I don't know. Identify them and go up to them and start a conversation. Please don't go up to them and say, oh my God, your acne is so horrible, come back to my office. No, start a conversation. Tell her that her shirt is cute. Tell her that you like her hair. I don't know. Conversation and connection lead to conversion. Host more events. I tell y'all, post-COVID, people love in-person interaction. And you can even look at the world right now, events are starting to become a thing again, because people want to get outside. They want to be out of the house. So host more med spa events. I have a med spa event planning checklist linked on my website. I'll make sure I link it down below, but download that checklist. It will give you step by step everything that you need to do to host a profitable event. And when I say profitable, let's talk about this for a second real quick. This wasn't on the outline, but I want to throw this in. Events are not always supposed to bring instant gratification. It is another one of those marketing mediums that helps keep you top of mind and keep people talking about you in the community. Now, you can always implement little things and touch points here and there to get people to come back. Maybe you can have an injector that is injecting that day. Prosecco only, no wine. So get out in the local community and download that Med Spa event planning checklist. All right, number 5, stop throwing money at paid ads. Bottom line, the ad agencies just won't tell you this, but I will. Google ads don't convert how they used to. Sorry, but not sorry. They don't. And the reason why is because patients are not just going to Google. Now they're going to ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude. So not only does your ad agency need to tell you that and pivot your strategy, but in most cases they're not, because they want you to just kind of keep fishing them. They want you to just kind of keep feeding them money. But y'all, ads, especially Google ads, they don't convert how they used to. And that's because patient behavior has changed. Another thing about paid ads, a lot of you are not ready for paid ads yet. You have to create connection. You have to get people again to know, like you, and trust you. That is why your ads are not converting, because patients don't trust you yet. Now, there's a lot of different things we can talk about with paid ads. I won't like stay on this topic for too long, because I think I created another YouTube video about this. Y'all can go look at that. But understand that ads are to increase what's already working. If you have no organic presence, you don't have a booking site, you don't, like, some of y'all just don't need to be running ads. And that's why you need somebody like me in your life to look at all of your moving parts to see, are you ready for ads? Because in most cases, you're not. Some of these ad agencies out here, unfortunately, that's just what they prey on. But I'm going to tell you to stop throwing money at paid ads if you want to be competitive and memorable in like the next year and on. Okay. Number 6, and I know we talked about this in the last YouTube video, so you guys go watch it, but I'm going to repeat it again. Stop looking for instant gratification from social media. We love social media. And the reason why we love it is because attention is the new currency. People are on social media. Your clients are on social media. Potential clients are on social media. However, you have to think of the mindset of the person that's on Instagram, for example. And I talk about this all the time. So let me paint this picture. So for my business, Cherie Cobb Creative, with the marketing takeover, all of that, what I've noticed is that clients who find me on Instagram, they are still in the DIY phase of their business. They want to do it all themselves. They don't really value their time. And hey, that's fine. Wherever you are in your business, the clients that find me on YouTube, their intent is a little different. They are ready to invest. They want a trusted marketing partner that can guide them and just help them, because this is a journey. And that's what I find on YouTube. So you, as an aesthetic practice owner, you have to understand that on social media, most people are there because they want to be entertained. Maybe they had a long day at work. They're going through a divorce, whatever, but they're there because they want to be entertained. So that's why I always say, stop talking about your treatments and your services on social media and use the social media to connect and make people feel something. And then it's the quickest way to weed out. You will weed out the people who don't need to be there. And then what happens is the ones who do want to be there, guess what? They download your freebies. They hop on your email list. They go read your blogs. They come to your events. But then there's the ones that just want to laugh. And that's fine. Let them stay over there. But you want to filter out the ones that are ready to invest. And that's the quickest way to do that. Stop trying to sell so much on social media and create a connection. People love to shop. People love to spend money, but people don't always want to be sold to. So just remember that. Now, on the other hand, if you're on a different platform and the intent is to buy or to do something, to whatever, you show up different. And that's a level of strategy that we go into with the takeover clients. So number 7, you have to stop piecing together your marketing. I get it. When you first opened your practice, you didn't really have a large marketing budget. Now you do. So you have one company managing your website, you have another company posting on social media for you, and they're probably out of the country. Let's not go there. Then you have another company running paid ads, another company. It's too many companies. And when you have too many hands in the pot, how can you get a result? Your marketing should be cohesive. It should be a cohesive ecosystem that works together to help you get a result. And what does that result look like? That's the purpose of an onboarding session. With all of our clients with the takeover, we do a 2-hour onboarding session. And I know it's intense. It's supposed to be intense. But with these onboarding sessions, we're able to sit and listen to you tell us, like, what are your goals? You would be surprised with how many practices they tell me that my most profitable treatment is PDO threads and RF microneedling. But then when I go look at their social medias, like, there's nothing about that. When I pull up their SEO rankings on Google, they're coming up for Botox instead of your most profitable treatment. And that's the reason why we do the onboarding session. And now I feel like I'm just rambling. But anyways, let's run through this list real quick, because I want you guys to stay competitive in the next 18 months. I want you to use AI, but not get lost in AI. And I want you to build a practice that you're freaking obsessed with. So track your marketing. If you can't track it, you can't improve it. Use AI tools, but don't miss the plot. Don't let AI take over your business, because the customer service, the empathy, and the compassion, that is why clients buy. Number 3, invest in lead management, not just marketing. Number 4, get outside, go in the local community. Stop just sitting behind your 4 walls of your beautiful practice. No, go out in the community, talk to people, invite them back into the office, and download that med spa event planning checklist. Number 5, stop throwing money at paid ads. You're probably not ready for paid ads. I'm just being honest. Number 6, stop looking for instant gratification when it comes to social media marketing. It's a journey. Date your clients. Allow them to get to know, what you like, what you love. Again, those build trust. And number 7, stop piecing together your marketing. Treat your business like an actual business. Invest in systems. Invest in yourself. Invest in your future. And I'll just be honest, an aesthetics practice, it is not a cheap business to have. You have to invest. And investing starts with making sure you're showing up online, you're consistent, you're not constantly running specials and flash deals to try to build your schedules. No. You are a high value provider, and you are attracting high value patients who know you, like you, and refer you to all of their family and friends. All right, everybody. So that is all for today's YouTube video. I hope you found this video helpful. Whatever you learned, whatever you are taking away from this video, whether it be 1 thing, 2 things, or 3 things, comment down below. Or send me a message on Instagram. Screenshot this video. Say, Cherie, I watched this video and here's what I took away. I love it when y'all share the feedback with me. And I love it when you send me messages and you say, hey, Cherie, this is what I learned from this YouTube video. This is what I'm going to implement. This is what I'm going to stop doing. Now, while you wait on next week's video, do not forget about High Value Providers. It's my newest membership community. And guess what, y'all? We are officially launched, open for enrollment. And here's exactly what's inside. So on Mondays, every Monday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have live open office hours. This is a chance where you can come in with a question. I will answer your question because, like I say, action takers are money makers. The gold is in the implementation, not the information. And we have our bi-weekly trainings on Tuesday. The next one, I believe, is June 2nd. And the purpose of these trainings are that so you can come to open office hours with a question. Also inside, you will find the High Value Patient Experience Playbook and lots of other fun resources. Anyways, I can't wait to see you guys inside High Value Providers. Again, everything will be linked down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.